Hello everyone! If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment what type of content you would like to see next time. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking the video, consider subscribing. Check out the Patreon in the video description for some extra steamy content. Enjoy the video!
It was summertime, and I didn't have much to do. My friends were all working, so I decided that I needed to get a job. I went online and immediately saw an ad looking for a pool boy. I had grown up around pools my whole life and was able to swim at a very early age. I submitted the application form and ended up applying for a few other jobs. Within 24 hours, I got a call from a lady. She introduced herself as Meredith and said that she is away in Europe for the summer and needs someone to take care of her pool. She explained that her daughter was there, but that she was very lazy and didn't do anything. She agreed to pay me $50 per cleaning. I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I agreed. She said that I needed to start right away and that her daughter would explain the rest. She asked a few more random questions about me, then gave me her address. She told me to come over tomorrow at 11 a.m. I said great, and the call ended. I had given Meredith my PayPal, and she already sent me $50 about 5 minutes after the call. I was surprised by this, and it made me even more excited to get more money. The next day rolled around, and I woke up pretty late. I quickly showered and changed into some jeans and a shirt. The address was less than a mile away from my house, so I decided to walk. Once I arrived, I walked up to the front step and rang the doorbell. I took a deep breath. The house was practically a mansion. It had a brown, rustic-style build with large oak doors at the front. I was hoping that the pool wouldn't be too big. The door was answered by a girl my age. She was beautiful. She had long blonde hair and a super athletic body. She smiled and introduced herself as Lacey. She was wearing workout clothes and looked like she had just finished working out. She asked me to come in and walked me to the other side of the house. The house was even bigger than I expected on the inside. Everything was neatly kept, and it smelled good. Lacey opened the back door and walked into the backyard. I followed her. Luckily for me, the pool was pretty small. Most of the backyard was taken up by massive hedges and various gardens. It felt very peaceful in the backyard. Lacey walked me over to a shed and said that everything I need should be in the shed. I said okay. She said, "You look really familiar. I definitely have seen you somewhere before." I responded, "You also look really familiar. Not sure where we met though." We both laughed. Lacey said, "Hey, could I bring you some lemonade in a bit?" I nodded my head. She asked, "Yellow or pink lemonade?" I said pink. She giggled and said, "What a girly boy you are." I laughed and began to work. About 20 minutes later, Lacey returned, carrying a tray with 2 glasses and a pitcher of pink lemonade. She had changed into a yellow bikini. The bikini that she was wearing was probably the smallest bikini that I had ever seen. It barely covered anything. She bent down and put the tray on a table near me. She poured both glasses full and brought one over to me. I said thank you and took a sip. The lemonade tasted really good. Lacey went back to the table and began drinking the other cup. There was a beach chair in the sun near the table that she laid on. I think she was tanning or something. I finished my cup pretty quickly and went over to the table to refill it. As I picked up the pitcher, a big bee flew into my face and startled me. I jolted and accidentally spilled the pitcher. The lemonade went everywhere, and a bunch of it went all over Lacey. Lacey immediately got up and looked visibly angry. She yelled, "What are you doing? This is going to stain my bikini. Why did you do that?" I stammered, "Sorry, it was an accident. There was just a big bee and, it surprised me." She said, "How are you scared by a bee? You ruined my bikini. The pink definitely won't come off of it in the wash. You know this is a $200 bikini." I thought to myself how a bikini could be $200. I apologized again. Lacey seemed to calm down a little bit and walked back inside. I continued working and wrapped up the job. Lacey returned right when I was finished. She had showered and changed into sweatpants and a loose shirt. She still seemed a little angry, but a lot more relaxed than before. She walked up to me and said, "Wow, you finished fast." I said, "Yeah, the pool isn't too big." Lacey was silent for a moment and then said, "Okay, so about my bikini, either you can buy me a new one or take a picture with me and you're wearing my old one." I paused. I couldn't imagine myself wearing a bikini. $200 was a lot of money and would mean I pretty much had to clean the pool 4 times for free. I asked, "What will you do with the picture?" Lacey laughed and said, "I can do whatever I want, but we can take it so that your face is away from the camera." This made me feel a lot better. I agreed. Lacey smiled and took my hand. She led me inside the house and up to her room. The yellow bikini had been speed washed and was pretty much dry. Lacey said, "Okay, go change," and handed me the bikini. I went into her bathroom and changed. The bikini was so tight on me. I couldn't figure out how to put on the top, so I just wore the bottom. The back of the bikini bottom barely hid anything, and it was practically like a thong. Luckily, it was a little bigger in the front and allowed me to fit everything inside. The bikini material felt nice on my skin and made me feel feminine in a way. I slowly opened the door and walked out. Lacey started clapping and said I looked great. She got the bikini top from the bathroom and put it on me. The top fitted a lot easier. Lacey asked me to go pick up a piece of clothing that she had left on the floor. I bent down to pick it up and felt Lacey slap my ass. She burst out laughing and slapped my ass again as I was standing up. She said that I looked really sexy and started touching me like I was a girl. She took me by the hand and led me downstairs. We went back outside to the backyard. She told me to lay on the beach chair. She went back inside and came back out with a tripod. She set up her phone on the tripod so that it was facing the beach chair. She asked me to get up. She laid face up on the beach chair and told me to get on top of her. I did and awkwardly hanged over her. She adjusted my legs and arms until I was spread out on top of her. She grabbed my head and brought it into her neck and told me to kiss her neck. I did. She said, "Okay, remember this position? Now, go to the tripod and start the timer and come back to this exact position." I nodded and quickly got up. I walked over to the tripod and started the timer. I went back and returned to the position. I heard the phone begin to make noises as it counted down the last 5 seconds. Lacey moved her hands last minute so that one was grabbing my ass and the other was holding the back of my neck. The picture snapped, and Lacey said for me to go back and change. I obeyed. I went back upstairs and quickly changed out of the bikini. I put back my jeans and shirt and returned downstairs. Lacey said the picture turned out great and I could leave for the day. Before I left, she leaned in and kissed me on the lips. She said she was looking forward to seeing me next time. The next few days went by pretty fast. I had almost forgotten about what happened until I suddenly saw a post trending on Instagram. The post was a picture of me and Lacey. Lacey was actually an Instagram model and had posted the picture with the caption, "Boys are willing to do anything for me," with a devil emoji at the end. My mouth dropped, and I was so shocked to see the post. Luckily, I was unrecognizable in the picture. I took a deep breath and chuckled a little bit at the picture. This whole thing was actually a little bit funny after all. Maybe I will do it again. The end. Hey guys, thanks for listening to my cross-dressing story. Check out my Patreon for some 18+ stories. Leave a comment below on any ideas for future stories or any feedback you might have. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.